Welcome everyone, and so enjoy spending time with you. And for those of you who are new to joining us in this channel, just wanted to share what I do. Every week I share different thoughts and teachings in order to improve the quality of your life and of your spiritual practices. And again, what I share is based on Native American teachings throughout the different tribes and nations that I've walked with throughout the years. And one critical skill that's important during times of change and flux, of which I've mentioned to you this year, is going to be all about that, is making good choices. And it sounds simple enough, but not always that is the case. So I just wanted to give 3 simple tips of things for you to consider in order to make good choices. The first one is whatever you're introducing into your life, whether it be a relationship, a job change, whatever it is that you're doing, going to enhance the quality of your well-being. And that includes your spiritual well-being, your physical well-being, and of course, your mental well-being. And all too often what I find, especially in this society that we live in, is that we'll make choices based strictly on our mind, thinking long-term. But you are existing in the interim. So when you're making healthy choices, it is one of how does it make your spirit feel? So ultimately, does it resonate deep within you? Which again, I did a previous video in regards to that. Does it make sense mentally to you? Ultimately, yes, there's stress in any type of change, whether it be good change, bad change, it still will require mental effort. And ultimately, from a physical standpoint, is this something that will help for you to have time for self-care, for taking care of your body, getting good rest, and the different things that you need? So that's the first checkpoint that I would offer to you. And think of it in short term as well as the long term, because overall what I would offer to you is, remember, this is not about solving problems. Ultimately, the decisions you make is about creating a lifestyle, and your lifestyle should not be a problem. If anything, a place of joy and enrichment for you. And that is the second point that I'd like to bring to you, is that whatever you are introducing into your life, whether it be a relationship or whatever decision, is it sustainable? So from the very beginning, deciding what it is that you need, but also, too, to be fair, it's not just about yourself. It's about reciprocity. So what you're asking for from the person or people that you're interacting with, are they able to give you what you need in a way that is realistic for them, in the way that you require for, again, your overall health and well-being? And what they need from you, is it something that you can honestly do in a way that won't tax or drain you over time? So this way it has to be reciprocal, a give and take, back and forth. And remember, whatever you do, it's a case where you can check with each other on a as-you-go basis. So again, what is the sustainability overall? And we don't live in an island, so thinking about short-term, yes, this is good now, but with what you're building, maybe you want to build a business, maybe you want to have kids, maybe you just want to explore your life. You've been there, you've done that. And is this what you're introducing, this decision that you're taking, ultimately going to be something that will sustain you and going forward? And I alluded to my third and final point that I'd like to make today, is does the decision you're making keep you on track with your life's path and in harmony with the universe? So how it is, how can I say? Of course, there are times that, say, you might take a course of study, or you might explore developing different skills and so forth, that initially might seem like it's a sidetrack, but you know that the development and the growth of these skills, or whatever it is that you're exploring, will add to your ability to be able to go into your life's purpose. And ultimately, does it feel in harmony with the universe? I say, well, gee, Skyfire, how do I determine that? Well, I'll have other videos that talk about, actually I do have one, if you were to look on my list, about how to find your life's purpose and embracing your abilities. So you might want to be checking out those videos right after this one. But what happens is that if something is helping for you to grow into your life path. It will help you to be more authentic to yourself. It will be the one step that leads to the next step of helping you reach your goals and your dreams, and will encourage you to do so. And when I say in harmony with the universe, you can even make it back down to, not only does it resonate in your soul, and let me give you a little secret. If it's something that is truly meant to be part of your destiny, aka in harmony with the universe, you're going to find positive feedback coming back to you in various ways. The first one is internal. As I mentioned to you, it'll feel right. You might find repeating messages being given to you by different people who may have no idea that they're saying the same message. There may be people who don't know each other, different times, different places. You get affirmations from the universe through dreams, through signs. And with that, it's like you're getting the thumbs up that you are on the right track. Final thing I'd like to say is that, remember, whatever decisions you make, it's true, you're changing, the world changes. What's a good decision today, remember, might and will probably need to be reevaluated tomorrow. So give yourself a break. When you make a good decision, remember you're making the best decision as long as you give it time, with the information you have, which is why you want to go for the first one, just researching everything thoroughly, and with who you are at the time. So always consider that when you are going forward in time, you need to reevaluate the choices that you make so you can continue to evolve. And if you have to do a course correction, you can do that. If you feel good but you need to tweak or adapt, you can do that. So remember, whatever decisions you're making, you're doing it to the best of your ability with who you are, what's your environment, and the information that you had in the time. And that includes the people who are around you. So this is really what I wanted to share with you, is that making good choices just requires time. So I'm not talking about the snap decisions you have to make in a moment, right? That's a whole other thing that is right there. I'm talking about when you have the ability to sit back and evaluate yourself, you have the ability to judge if who and what is around you is conducive, and making sure that whatever, conclusions you come to is ultimately, idealistically, going to be a win-win, positive reinforcement and support for all parties and all beings that are involved. So with that, my friends, to say to you, remember, it's all one life. When you're making your good choices, remember that one decision or choice will also affect the other areas of your life, and make sure that you are aware of that factor as well. And as long as you do that, and you know that you have the ability to reevaluate and to change things into the future, it takes some of the pressure off. Not everything is life and death. Not everything is all or nothing. Usually, if anything, it isn't. So give yourself a break. Realize that the universe has your back. And I look forward. So again, for those of you, I would love to hear from you. What are decisions that you're trying to make, or areas that you would like for me to talk about that can help for you to make better decisions, different things to focus on. I would love to hear from you. And as always, if you have subscribed, I thank you. If you haven't, please do get that notification button. And with that, it helps to grow our community and to share this positivity. So until the next time we have the pleasure of being together again, Wanishi and bright blessings. Walk in peace.